It's the Sphinx one. What's it called?
That's an excellent question. I had it pulled up earlier. I need to also pull up the instructions. So, welcome in everybody. We hope you're doing excellent today. Lego Pharaoh's Quest.
But something different, which is nice. I haven't built a Pharaoh's Quest set, have you?
I have not. Actually, I think I built one of like the $5 little boxes when I was younger.
This was during my dark age.
Yeah, this was peak me collecting as a kid.
But I do have good trivia tonight, I feel like.
That's good.
I think I'm going to stump some people.
We got a decent giveaway too.
Oh, sweet. So the giveaway is a classic skeleton with the hanging arms, which I think are far superior to the new skeleton.
Yeah, I agree.
So I see Mark's in here. Mark will probably want this. But I think Nexus is going to win tonight for trivia. Let's see if he's in here.
Oh yeah, this is his theme, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, Nexus is the first comment. Yep, now you're talking my language. Praise the Lego gods.
He saw the title and was excited.
Yep. All right, Nexus, if you're in here.
All right, so this is Rise of the Sphinx 7326.
I wonder how much this retailed for back in the day. Nexus, how much or Morgan, how much did this retail for?
I'm gonna guess.
I think it's 40.
I was gonna guess 35.
That's close. Of course, we got Grumpy J, Lemur Bricks, Rob Claxton, Mark's here, Nexus is here.
All right, we are gonna skip the little sidecar build. We do not have that with us today, so just know that when we are done with our awesome Sphinx build, if you were to buy this set, it would also have a fun little like adventurer's car. So we're gonna get straight into building the Sphinx here.
Well, so I guess we'll start. How was your Lego week?
I did not have time to do anything Lego this week.
What do you have? Big news.
Because I had other big news, so we'll just get straight into it. I got engaged this week, so yeah, so thank you. I threw a big party with lots of friends and family, disguised it as a Christmas party, so my now fiance wouldn't suspect anything. But I got her by surprise. We all had a great time.
A lot of people by surprise.
Yeah. You had fun, right? It was a great party.
Great, amazing desserts.
Yeah.
I knew not to have a cheat day. And
my mom and my sister make a lot of great desserts.
Well, something I think that's very important for parties is to have the little pigs in a blanket.
Yeah.
And they just kept coming.
Yeah.
So I was basically stationed by that plate for a long time until Daniel showed up.
Yeah, and I think the Publix is always a go-to beforehand as well. I think they bought 9 pounds of popcorn chicken for the party.
Coming too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a great time. It was real fun, especially getting to see Daniel because he's, obviously not from around here.
Yeah, it was fun having Daniel down. I had an excellent time, and I really appreciate everyone coming. So, I'm excited, but I'm also excited for life to get a little calmer again and have a little bit of time to breathe and build some Lego.
Until after your wedding.
It's gonna be a busy time, but maybe I'll have a little bit of time to build some Lego.
Let's see. Deegis is here. Hello, Morgan's here. Hey, Morgan. Grumpy says a car for the Sphinx. That would be a big car. Well,
yeah.
It wouldn't. The Sphinx wouldn't go in the car. Nexus says no dark red hot dog Lego car. Yeah, no car. Yeah, Grumpy says you're growing up so fast. Morgan says congrats. Nexus says congrats. Big lads here. Will that news cheer up Grumpy J? I don't know. Brick Mom VA says congrats.
Thank you. Thank you to everybody who says congrats. I had a great time. And thank you to everybody that came. Daniel came all the way down here. He worked down at the store, but he came to the party.
We talked to your grandma for like 2 hours.
Yeah. Daniel and Flounder were talking to the adults at the party, and I was like, "Oh, somebody save them!" But they were having a great time.
Yeah, and I liked your grandma. Well, it turns out your grandfather possibly worked with my grandfather for Grumman in Long Island, New York.
Wow.
Yeah, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, that's actually crazy. Like, the small world it's insane.
And now here we are working together.
Here we are, continuing the legacy.
Somewhat, at least. All right, well, let's start off with an easy question. So all this is going to be Pharaoh's Quest related. So this one should be pretty easy if you know the theme somewhat. So who is the Pharaoh in Pharaoh's Quest? Do you know the answer?
No, and you said it to me earlier.
I did?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I would assume Nexus would be answering that immediately.
Yeah, Nexus should have all the answers tonight.
Grumpy's already got it. Grumpy beat Nexus just barely, but Grumpy said I'm set, and Nexus said I'm set. I'm set raw. I assume that's a spell correct for a Nexus. But yeah, I'm set raw. It's actually a pretty cool figure. He's got like a golden mask on.
Yeah, I saw it on Bricklink earlier when I was looking through the instructions.
I actually want it.
Yeah, he looks really cool. So how many? I don't know if I'm ruining one of your trivia questions. How many sets were in this?
You're not. I was gonna put that, but I didn't. I think it was 7.
Okay. So it's not a large theme.
No, it wasn't large, and it was only in 2011. Dang it.
That was one of the trivia questions?
Yeah.
Well.
But yeah, so it wasn't large. If this wasn't during my Dark Age,
yeah.
I definitely would have gotten some of these. Because these really remind me of another theme from the past, which I'm trying to part out some sets from my old collection. The Adventurers.
Yeah, it kind of feels like a really nice mix between like that nice sweet spot of those old classic sets and where we're at now.
Mm-hmm.
And so it gives you the nostalgia with some of the newer build techniques still.
This really reminds me of like the Atlantis, like those themes. I'm trying to think of some other ones. But I think there is lore with this and like Atlantis, and I think like Space Police. I think they're all within the same universe.
Oh, that's interesting.
When I was doing some research on this, but I didn't dive deep enough to.
I had not heard that before, so maybe Nexus or somebody else who knows a little bit about these themes could help us out there and share some stories with us.
Morgan's got to go. See you, Morgan. Thanks for coming in.
See you. We appreciate everybody stopping by.
I see you already finished.
Yeah, that's a great little cart. I think it goes inside the build at the end.
Yeah.
Nice little scorpions holding a sword.
Pretty cool. Let's see. What else happened this week? Lego Masters.
Yeah.
Duck Bricks won Lego Masters. I really like Duck Bricks. I watched his YouTube channel. I didn't think he was going to make it as far as he did, let alone win, because I didn't know how much building experience he had, especially, I don't know if you watched it all, but his partner wasn't really much of an AFOL, I believe.
Mm.
Did you watch anything besides the first episode? No?
I will eventually get around to watching all of it, because I do really enjoy it, but I just...
Well, the winning build was they wanted it to be, like, big, so he and his partner, Rob, I think his name was, they built like a plane that was 8 foot by 8 foot, so it had an 8 foot wingspan. Yeah, and it wasn't that saggy.
Wow.
And they put on some like iconic places for their travels on it, and so part of winning is that's going to be a set now.
Oh.
But obviously, you can't I don't know who would be able to afford an 8 foot by 8 foot plane.
Yeah.
With baggage on top, so obviously it's going to be scaled down. I assume probably like a micro scale, or at least the stuff on it would be like a micro scale, like the Coliseum they had on it.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know they got sets off that. Is that a new thing for this season?
Yeah, this is the first time they've done it. So they also won a challenge, which was like the 2K Drive game.
Okay.
For the car that they won the challenge with is going to be in 2K Drive, I believe.
Oh, that's really cool.
So not only do they have a set, they also are going to be in 2K Drive.
That's really cool.
I feel like Duck is like the biggest Lego fan I've ever seen, so I think that's pretty cool that he gets to have a set.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're familiar with his room at all.
A little bit, yeah.
It's like ginormous.
Yeah. Yeah, if I ever got to be famous and I had some sort of influence or some role in something, I'd want my own set, my own minifigure, as much as I could get. So like we talked about in the past with different actors and how they get their minifigures or don't. If I missed out on one, I'd be upset. So the more stuff they give to these guys who deserve it, honestly, the better.
I definitely want to get the Mark and Steven figure at some point that we have.
Yeah.
Because I got the Flounder figure. If you had to be in any theme or set, what would you be in though? Star Wars, I assume?
Any theme.
Like a Mandalorian?
Oh, I mean, a Mandalorian would be really cool. Any theme though, so that's a lot. Mm-hmm. I mean, so my favorite theme that I actually own 0 sets of, as I speak of every single week, is Power Miners. So, but I don't know that I'd want to be in the Power Miners world.
Yeah.
It seems a little hazardous.
Might get killed.
Yeah. I might get eaten by a rock monster. So, I mean, probably Star Wars is play safe. Probably some sort of Mandalorian. Something cool.
I think I I'd probably just want like a generic city figure if it was
Yeah.
official, just to put in like my city.
Yeah.
But it'd be cool to have like some type of knight figure with my face on it.
Yeah.
But I don't know how well my face translates to Lego. Probably like everyone else's, just
Yeah.
2 eyes and a mouth.
Yeah, I don't think they do a great job of making people look like themselves.
Some of them look pretty good though. I'm trying to think of some good ones. I was gonna say Johnny Depp, but it doesn't really look like.
Yeah. But speaking of Johnny Depp, did you hear the news? Johnny
Don't say
Depp
it.
is
Pirates 5.
returning for Pirates 5, 6? I think it's 6.
Yeah, it is 6.
He's returning for Pirates 6.
Is that a rumor or is that confirmed?
It's a rumor that's basically confirmed.
I thought Margaret Robbie was going to star in the next one.
I heard that Disney reached a $301 million agreement with Johnny Depp.
That $1 million finally did it.
Which is apparent. I mean, he swore never to come back after feeling as though he was mistreated by them. But $301 million to return is what I heard. And
is it just one movie, or?
I think it's just one movie, which is insane because somebody was saying that the last box office numbers for the last movie was like 600 million. So his contract is half of what the last box office returned.
Oh wow!
So I mean, I think it'll do well. I think Disney wants a big moneymaker again. Some movie to win over the fans, and that's definitely the way to do it.
I wonder if it's just one. If they're gonna like kill him off, and then like there'll be like some other person that
maybe,
would
but I don't
the
think they'd
franchise.
have to kill him off if they just move the story away from him. Like if they introduce some other large character, then they can take the story with them.
Yeah, like Margaret Robbie, like they were thinking.
Yeah, I can see that being cool. Like he almost like retires and goes and lives on his own island.
Yeah,
something like that.
Huh. Well, I really like the like when people bring like bills to like Brick Fair, Virginia, or whatever. There's a guy who just did like the ride. Like the Disney ride.
Oh yeah,
awesome.
They've got the Star Wars ones. Like, that was in Brick Fair, Virginia. My favorite display at the entire show was the Star Wars amusement park ride, the Endor one.
Oh yeah, that one was really cool too.
And they were going through, and there were all kinds of fun Easter eggs. Like obviously they had Ewoks and all kinds of stuff in there, but they had like Robin Hood and all kinds of other cool Disney characters scattered throughout it, and they were riding around on speeder bikes. That was my favorite display at the entire convention.
Oh, it was cool.
Does anybody in the chat have anything to say about Johnny Depp returning?
No, Grumpy J just says sails into the sunset.
Yeah. Grumpy J, are you excited about potential Johnny Depp return? Because I'm really excited.
I am, but I didn't like. Dead Men Tell No Tales. I like more than On Stranger Tides, but On Stranger Tide, I didn't. Yeah, I mean, it was fine.
The last two movies definitely were not as good as the others, but I mean,
we do need a Pirates movie though. It's been too long.
Yeah. Even when the movies got bad, it was still fun.
Yeah. Let's see. Next, it says, fun fact about the set. It's not a Sphinx, like, at all. It's an Anubis jackal. Huh. So the actual Sphinx was made half lion and half of the 4th era Pharaoh of Egypt, Khafre. I'm sure that's not how you say it. So it's actually not a Sphinx, it's a jackal. That makes sense, because the head is...
The set's called Rise of the Sphinx. I think.
Yeah, but it is a jackal's head. He's right. Because the Sphinx head is the Pharaoh.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
I mean, I believe him. This is his theme. I believe anything he says about this.
Grumpy J says, Johnny Depp is the only Captain Jack Sparrow. I agree with
yes,
that. And
100%.
my goal for this year was to complete, like, not 100%, like I did with Lord of the Rings. I didn't care about, like, the Pirates cabin set, like, or the poly bags that didn't have a unique figure, but
the big display pieces.
Yeah, I wanted all the sets. And I still need the Silent Mary and the Queen Intervention. So I caught up on all my retail sets, though.
Yeah.
So I didn't meet my goal of getting the 2 ships I needed, but I'll probably get them somewhat soon, because now they'll be my main focus.
Yeah.
But I really like the Black Pearl. I got that back in January, and that's definitely one of my main display pieces.
It is an amazing set. All of those pirate ships are just so good.
Yeah, and the Queen and Revenge has got such a presence to it.
Yeah.
I think it's bigger than the Black Pearl.
Yeah, it's awesome. So my least favorite part of any build is when they have you build something 4 times. But at least it was a pretty simple step. So just building little pillars to go on the side here. So it seems as though we have a really fun play feature here that I'll show us later when we finish out. But we're building like the base of the Sphinx here, or the Jackal. and it looks as though this is like a push arm that pushes that scorpion cart with a false wall that'll get knocked over, so you can almost like blow it up. So that's kind of a cool feature.
There is a dynamite piece somewhere.
There is a dynamite piece here. And then we've also got some really cool stickered pieces on here. So we've got some like hieroglyphics, and they're actually 4 unique stickers. Each panel is a different one, and they're fun because they've got wear on them.
Because they printed those back in the Adventures.
Yeah, I just think I think maybe if they were the same, they might have printed them. But having 4 unique stickered pieces, I can see why they passed on it.
All right. Well, let's ask another trivia question here. So, like a lot of original Lego themes, this had an online computer game. Did you know that?
Yeah.
So, what was the name of that online game?
Oh, I don't know this one at all. I missed those games though. They were fun.
The Bionicle one.
Yeah.
I really want to play that one.
They were fun. Even like the generic like Lego City stuff. Like I remember there was like a car wash, and I would be washing off like with like a fire truck engine hose, washing off different like street cars and stuff. That was fun. The good old days.
The only games I played that weren't the console games were the Bionicle when it first came out, and Lego Island. And I just remember throwing pizza at stuff and going through like the race.
I never actually played Lego Island.
Oh, Daniel would be offended.
Yeah, I know. He had a shirt on and was playing the music or something from it when I was up there, and he was like, "You don't know what this is?" I was like, "No, I don't, Daniel."
And I need to get the Brickster figure too. I have Pepperoni, which is an iconic name.
Yeah.
Nexus got it right. Curse of the Pharaoh.
That's a cool name for a game.
Yeah. Wonder what it was like.
Yeah. Nexus, if you know anything about the game, feel free to share with us.
It's too bad you can't play those games anymore. I don't think. I assume that you can. At least.
Yeah, I would imagine it all shut down. They shut down all those like clip art games and everything too.
I don't even think they have any games on the. I could be wrong. I don't think they have any games on the current website.
What happens if when you every time I open the website it says are you here to shop or are you here to play? What happens if you click to play?
I get really annoyed when that happens because I feel like it's made to look like you want to click to play.
Yeah.
And I hate when I do that. If I don't want to play, I want to check my orders.
So do games or anything pop up if you click play?
I don't know.
Okay. Alright, so it shows in the instruction manual that it's time to test this out, so I think it has to be time to test it out for us too. So the dynamite does clip on there as though the explorers are trying to break in, and we push this panel out and it pops out, which is really cool, and then you can pull out the treasure.
I assume that goes into the car.
Yeah, I would imagine this is their escape. They take it away. It looks oddly familiar to an Indiana Jones prize.
Not this.
But
Grumpy says he's never played a Lego game.
Never played any of them?
Well, Grumpy, being retired, I think you should at least try and find a way to play like the original Star Wars Lego game.
Yeah.
Not the new ones.
Yeah.
The OG Lego Star Wars game, and then the Pirates of the Caribbean Lego game. I really like that one.
Yeah. Pirates was fun, but that OG Lego one, and you would go into the main hall, into the cantina, and then you would go out for every single mission. And they've got the OG Boba and the OG Wattos in there. Mm-hmm. Like, that was prime Lego video games.
And they had like a whole bunch of Jedi before there were figures for them too.
Yeah. I
remember Kiadi's Mundi was like the 1x1 cylinder head.
And they had you could custom build your character too. So you could like pick like random assortments of colors and different pieces and build your own like Jedi.
I was always Django because I wanted that figure so bad.
I played Boba for the exact same reason.
I don't think he was a Cloud City Boba in the game, though.
No, it was just the regular old Boba, I think. But I wanted the fig, and I didn't have one as a kid. And
now you got, like...
Yeah, now I have all of them. I have all of those OG Bobas except the Cloud City one.
Big kahuna.
Yeah.
Let's see. Next it says that the Curse of the Pharaoh is based off the sets. So it has 6 levels and the final boss. Each level could only be activated if you knew the secret code to unlock them. So codes were given in the Lego magazine. Interesting.
Oh, that's cool. So you asked me about my week. Did you do anything fun Lego-wise this week?
That is a good question. I know I got the Ghost in the mail.
Ooh.
I built about half the first book of the 90th anniversary castle. I don't think I just got some CMFs from our store with some store credit. I don't think I did anything else.
We did do something fun with your collection.
Oh yeah, we recorded a collection video.
Yeah.
But I don't know when that's gonna be.
So yeah, I've got to edit that, and I'm still working on learning how to edit. So I'm working with Ryan and Mark up in Atlanta, and they're trying to help me figure out how to edit. But we did film an awesome collection tour at Flounder's Place last week. So
We forgot to ask questions at the end of the video because we were talking about like what would be my favorite figure and all that. And we just
Yeah.
completely forgot.
yeah, maybe we can ask them in the comments, and you can respond to people down there.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have an awesome collection, and I'm excited for people to see it. So maybe if I can get my act together here and put in some work, we will not have a joy building next week. So next week, Tuesday is the 26th, the day after Christmas. So some of us are going to be out on vacation, and we're going to let you guys just enjoy your holidays still. So we won't be here next Tuesday, but we will be back on the 2nd, January 2nd. So it's the week after next, and we'll have a special guest on that one. But maybe if I can get my act together,
You're really setting yourself up here.
we can get your collection tour out next Tuesday, so that way there's something for people to watch instead of our joy building.
I'm looking forward to seeing that though. I like how it's like the whole reason I made my Instagram was like what I had at that point.
Yeah.
So I like that I can share that and
Yeah, something to look back on.
yeah, to see like because obviously everyone wants to keep expanding, but it'd be cool to see like what I had back on display at that time and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I was asking Fonder if he could go film his collection tour because he has by far the most organized and complete collection out of any of us here at the moment.
And with me. Grumpy, I guess.
There's a few people who could ask around, but mine is a mess, and it is truly a mess. And he's like, well, I'd like to improve this, or I'd like to improve this. But, I mean, they're all minor improvements, things we'd all like to get in the future. And I was like, that's how you know that you're a true collector. Like, a true collector would never say, yeah, it's perfect, I'm good with it, I can leave it like that forever. A true collector always wants to tweak one
My
thing
wife
here and
wishes.
there. Yeah. I think everybody wishes that we were done.
Yeah. I really wanted to do before we did the video. I wanted to open up my Helm's Deep and Lonely Mountain so I get Smog out on display.
Yeah.
But I bought those sets sealed to open, but I don't care about. Like I want my stuff on display so I can see it. That's why I have it. But it is hard to cut that tape because
Yeah.
those were so expensive.
I totally understand that.
So I really want to see that Smog. I've never seen Smog in person, and I have him sitting in my
Really?
closet, right there. And I just can't bring myself to open it, and I will this year. Because I'll just turn on like Lord of the Rings Extended Edition, of course, and I'll just eventually build it.
Yeah.
Let me see. I think I missed some comments here. Grumpy says Cloud City Boba's overrated. I agree and disagree. Just because part where I would disagree was at the time having the printing that it had was crazy. But do I think it's worth what it is? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
No way.
I think it's an amazing figure, and I do think that it is rightfully respected as that like best boba, especially of the classic bobas. But it's not worth what it costs.
Not at all.
Yeah. not even close.
I have one, but I would not spend it. Like mine was a kid that my friend gave me, Alejandro. He can't have it back.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't pay the money for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it, and if it was $100 more than the other OG bobas, I would pay it. If it was 2 or 3 times the price of the OG bobas, I'd consider it. But I mean, you can buy an OG boba for like 60, 70, 80 bucks. So you could buy, what is that, like 30 of them.
Yeah.
You could buy 30 OG bobas or one Cloud City boba, and it's like, at what point does it become too much?
I do want to buy the rest of the figures just because I have it, and then either part together or find somehow just to buy the set, just to have it complete. Because I'm sure at some point I'll probably have to part with my collection. That will probably get me a good return on investment, I would imagine.
Yeah. Yeah, you got the big boy out of the way. You might as well go and complete the rest of it.
Nexus says that my collection is speed champion soccer fields and sports. I don't play soccer. I was a kid that filled in ant holes. I don't have any speed champions cars, but I do have like 3/4 of the NBA figures, I'd say.
Yeah, most of them.
I have every player and at least one uniform except for Tim Duncan, Dirk Nowitzki, and Kobe, but I have at least one of the few figures that have 2. Let's see, T-Valkyrie says, OMG, no wonder I can't buy the set, we're building it. I don't think this was online though, but if you want it, you'd send us an email.
Yeah.
I don't think we've priced it yet for the
Yeah, we
build
do
set.
not have this on, but we will get it online as a build set. So if you're looking at buying it, just send us an email. What is our email? Storefront at orlbrick.com.
Joey
Joey
at
at orlbrick.com. You could
Connor
email.
does not have an email.
You could email Atlanta. Just let them know you were interested in what we were building the Joy building, and we'll get you some information on it because it's a great set.
I like it. I if I could have one, it'd obviously be the big one, but the Scorpion's Palace.
The big, what is it, like a pyramid almost?
Yeah, and he's like sitting on top. I don't know, like a raised base plate. That one seems pretty cool.
Yeah.
Big Lad says Smog is impressive in person. I'm sure he is. Let's see. Kirby says he's going to be at home on his couch for Christmas. Good. Valkyrie wants it sealed.
Oh.
Maybe Nexus will sell you one. I believe he has them all sealed.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess we don't have a sealed one.
Well, let me ask another question here. Alright, so the Pharaoh for Pharaoh's Quest is on-set raw. So there's another Pharaoh from the Adventurers theme. What's the name of the Pharaoh from the Adventurers Desert theme? I'm guessing you don't know that one.
I don't have the faintest clue.
Yeah, this might be the hard... No, actually, the winning question might be hard unless you're Nexus. So this one might be the next hardest question. I always forget his name. But he's like the OG Lego Pharaoh.
I can almost picture it, but I don't know the name.
Grammy says Osset Ross' son. No. I will give a hint, though. The first name is Pharaoh.
Oh.
So Pharaoh, then what? It was Pharaoh.
Interesting. I really need to get better about my like adventure.
The old themes.
Well, I know some of them. Like, I'm learning pirates and castle and stuff. I'm learning it, but these ones, I think it's my aversion to Indiana Jones has led to an aversion of explorer type themes. So
I'm glad that Indiana Jones came back. I wish they were coming out with the canceled set, and then that. Well, there's supposed to be like 3 from the new movie. I think originally.
I remember the one got canceled and everyone was really upset.
Yeah. Oh, Nexus got it. Pharaoh Hotep. Grumpy said Pharaoh Brick.
I had that figure. He's got red, green, and yellow on him, right? And like blue.
He's got a yellow headpiece. The face is like the I think it's the OG light gray.
Yeah. Does he have printed toes?
Yes.
Yeah, he's got the printed toes.
I don't know for sure, but I think he was the first figure with the toe printing.
Oh. Yeah, that's a cool figure.
I had one as a kid, but it's been like dismantled and I can't find all of it. But I need it to part out my sets.
Yeah, he's got a really cool headpiece, and the printed toes were, I mean, I don't know what year that was, but that was very early.
That's probably late 90s, I would say.
Wow.
Late 90s.
Wow. That's actually crazy. We don't even get leg printing today. And we were getting printed toes on.
Yeah, Marvel is criminally bad with the leg printing.
Yeah. Well, the new Venom versus Miles Morales mech set that's coming out, that one has like it's the same Miles Morales figure that's been in like all of them, but it doesn't even have like dual molded or printed legs. It's just one color boring legs.
I wish they would at least throw in like the dual molded legs, like for the Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It made him look so much better.
I completely agree.
I'm trying to think what else. Does Harry Potter? I think Harry Potter gets like printing though.
I think so. Yeah.
They seem to get all the good fig treatment.
They get cool molds and everything too.
They get a bunch for the sets.
The Hagrid molds. I've had a couple different ones.
I do like that new Hagrid's coming out with the Fang mold.
Yeah.
And I think cool. Norbert has a new mold.
Oh, I didn't catch that, but the Fang mold is really cool.
Yeah, I want the Fang. I'm definitely buying the car because I don't have the car.
Yeah, the car's awesome.
I know some people don't like that. I know their car's coming out, but I don't have one. And it's 6 studs.
That is the problem I have with these Harry Potter sets. Is it feels like they're releasing the same 10 sets every other year, and it gets really repetitive really quick.
Yeah. So I don't collect the new Harry Potter, but the OG Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Like, I have in my collection. That I would like all that. I think I'm just missing the original Privet Drive. But I have Dursley. I just don't have Privet Drive.
You've got some really cool stuff. You guys watching will be really excited when you get to see his collection tour.
We should have done more in my my storage closet because we didn't really dive into that because there was a lot of stuff in there. I could have pulled out like my sealed poly bags and stuff, but
Yeah, Flounder's got a unique. He's got so much cool stuff that he like rotates some of his stuff in and out. So he doesn't always have everything on display.
Yeah, it's sad when that room is like, because that room's fairly giant, and sometimes I'm like, oh dear. But I can't stop. It's like an addiction.
Yeah.
But it's a good addiction.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, I saw that Target is having that Black Panther War on Water set for $48.99, which is basically half off.
Yeah.
I think you and I got it for $45 when it was on sale.
Yeah.
This is the closest I've seen to that. So if you need that set or you want the figures,
I think I have
pick it up.
7 or 8 of them. I bought them when they were $45, I think, for Prime Day earlier this year. I think it's a great set. I mean, the build isn't amazing, but the figures are so good. I think every fig in that set is exclusive.
I think one Shuri is in that.
Shuri?
And the Namor is in that, I think, as well.
Okay. But it's the exclusive M'Baku.
And then one of the Riri's, her suit is in that one.
Yeah, the Vibranium Ironheart suit, and I think it's the only time we'll ever get a Vibranium Ironheart.
Probably.
Because they took it away from her.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Okoye in that, I think, is exclusive as well.
I think she just has shoulder pads.
Okay.
Or something. Or
so,
it's either one she does or doesn't.
Yeah. I think that the figs are great. I think the original price that they launched at, like 90 or something, was crazy.
That was insane.
Yeah.
But they've been on a roll with that.
These Marvel sets are getting crazier and crazier by the day. But at half off with those figs and that number of parts, I don't see how you can go wrong with it.
I think there's another one. What's his like the girl, like the one who's like the undercover spy? What's her name? Can't think of it for some reason.
Yeah, I can't think of it either.
But she was in like a dark green outfit, I believe.
Yeah, his like Black Panther's wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I can't think of her name.
Yeah, I can't either.
Which is bothering me.
But I mean that's cool. The build is a little underwhelming, but
I traded mine in here.
Yeah.
That was one of my first trade-ins.
I think that Ironheart figure is amazing. Like, I think it's so good.
It's good. I like the M'Baku.
The M'Baku's really good too.
And Namor has the printing around his legs too for the little wings.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like when figures get like that extra printing on the sides.
Yeah. You know, we were kind of talking bad about some of these Marvel figs, but there's been some good Marvel figs lately. Like, the Namor fig is good. I think that the Adam Warlock in the Guardianship is really, really good.
What was just in the Avengers Tower? Vision.
The Vision's good. And the Wasp, I was talking about. The Wasp is such an upgrade on our old fig. So, they do skimp out on a lot of them, but when they hit, they hit.
Yeah, even the CMF series has got some good ones in there.
They're my favorite CMF series. They're so good. I think that generally all of those figures, even though the second series had some figures that aren't as popular, just the quality of them are still so high.
Nexus just said Nakia. Nexus says I gotta read comments. Sorry, Nexus. Let me look back. Let's see. Nexus is not as familiar with adventurers. I think you'd really like them, given you like Pharaoh's Quest. If you go back to the desert theme. Let's see. I'm just looking for anything real quick. Who here is going to watch at least one episode of Marvel's What If? I'll probably watch the whole thing.
I'll watch every episode on the days they come out.
I probably won't be like you and watch on the days that come out.
Actually, I'll be out of town, so I might.
When does that come out?
I think it's the 20th.
This month?
Yeah, it's every day, starting the 22nd, maybe through the end of the year.
Really?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yes, it's soon. Like, I think it's the 22nd, but it's every day in a row they launch it until the end of the year.
And there are a couple episodes that they took out of the first season.
Yeah, some of the scrapped ones ended up in this one with slightly different plot.
I really liked the Ultron. What was his name? Where he had all the stones.
Yeah, the Ultron Supreme or something like that. Yeah.
I really want that as a figure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely watch. I probably won't have to watch every day like you though.
Yeah, I may end up missing some. I'm gonna be out of town on a little bit of a vacation, so I might fall behind, but I will definitely watch them. I think they're really fun.
King Rix is saying that he's casually going to build a 2024 set. What set is that?
Ooh.
Speaking of 2024, Lego Ideas. So you don't know the 2 idea sets that they announced, do you?
No, I don't.
All right, one is the Twilight House, like the vampire's house. Yeah. Which I don't really care much about Twilight, but if the house looks good enough, I might get it for the house.
Yeah.
And then, what was it? Oh, a botanical garden. I assume like a modular botanical gardens.
That's cool.
But yeah, Nexus just said botanical gardens and Macklin's house, I guess is the name of the vampire. Okay. I saw that when it first came out. That was a long time ago.
I've never seen anything Twilight.
That was all the rage back then.
My fiance loves it.
Or so then she'll like the set.
Yeah, she'll probably want
it. But it's interesting they put out the botanical gardens when they have the Friends one. It's already out. But
maybe is it similar pieces or no?
The design, it was like a white building with like some of those translucent clear pieces, but the inside was pretty detailed. So I'm sure it'll look pretty cool.
That's exciting. I really liked the green room type builds they've been building.
I see that the Naruto Ichiraku ramen shop is on that list though, so I guess it got passed over, but I really want that set.
Yeah.
That would definitely be a pre-order set for me, which is very rare.
I think the licensing fees on that one might be really high.
Probably. Lemur Bricks is building the Lego Friends tiny accessory store. Interesting. I wonder, Lemur Bricks, would you get the botanical garden set that's coming out? Grumpy says, listen to Joey brag, my fiance.
My fiance. Hey man, I'm excited. I keep looking for opportunities to say it.
Probably feels weird to say it.
It does feel weird.
See, Nexus says, Andrea's beach house and the botanical garden are already made. Why do they need to make these sets if you can get those? Yeah. I guess they'll probably be targeted more to the adult collector.
Yeah.
Though, which...
Yeah, that's how they do with all these idea sets. They try to just get that specific group in that don't already buy Lego, and they get them hooked with the one-off set, and then they sell them all their other stuff.
Yeah. So I'll probably get the botanical garden, and then I'll get the house maybe if it looks good. But I haven't gotten an idea set in a while. I need to get the Viking Village. I think that's an idea set.
Trying to target one. If I even have an idea set, I might not even have one.
Yeah, I don't remember. We gotta film your collection at some point.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm working on organizing it.
The roller coasters weren't ideas? They were creator?
No, they were like creator icons, I think. Or like in that transition. I think the first one was maybe creator expert, and the loop is maybe just creator. I don't know, because creator expert's gone, right? Yeah. The loop's in the black box, so I don't know what the new marketing on that one is.
Yeah, Lemur Brick says he's not gonna get it because he's got the Friends one, the botanical garden.
Yeah. Speaking of those 2024 sets, though, I've seen a lot of they seem to be all over the place. Like Targets and Walmarts are putting 2024 stuff. Kohl's, like tons of people are getting the new CMFs. I've seen them out.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, I haven't seen them here, but I see people online posting about people buying entire cases of them.
I want that Batlord.
I know you want that Batlord. I've seen a lot of it, and then there was I can't remember the set, but there was the X-Men jet. I saw I saw a picture in a Walmart with a clearance tag on it already.
Really?
It's not even released yet.
Huh.
And I saw it in a Walmart with a clearance tag for $55 on it.
I actually don't really like the jet.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
I would like the figs, but not being MCU figs, technically, I don't need them.
Yeah.
For my unnecessarily large MCU fig collection. Let's see. Nexus says he wishes the Taylor House or Shrek got accepted. Yeah, the Shrek would have been awesome. I would have got that. I don't care that much for Taylor, but her set would have. So I think you mean it's the Taylor Swift one. I'm surprised that one went, unless they couldn't afford the licensing. That would have sold better than the BTS set.
I think it would be one of the most popular figures of all time.
Maybe they want to release their own set.
Yeah.
I can't think of the set. I think they did that once where there was an ideas, but they released their own instead of the ideas.
They've done it on multiple occasions, I think, yeah.
Yeah. I definitely think that would sell really well if they did it. I really want the Shrek, though, because I like that movie.
Yeah.
I love the, what are you doing in my swamp? You know there's a Shrek rave?
A Shrek rave?
Mm-hmm.
What does that even entail?
Swamp juice and all that.
What?
Yeah, they just play like Shrek remixes and all that. I can't remember what the DJ's name is.
That sounds so much fun.
My wife went to one and she dressed up as, I want to say Fiona.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like so much fun. Everyone,
They had it at the Vanguard.
What?
Yeah.
Everyone from 20 to 32 is just obsessed with Shrek. We just can't get enough of it.
Yeah, Grumpy says this is my swamp. Maybe that's another one where they would just make their own.
Yeah.
Because there were like I think 2 Shrek swamps on that list.
Yeah, I remember seeing when one of them was proposed, and it was really, really cool.
Yeah, Ashton Flash did one. I liked his a lot. So I would definitely buy that one. I think The Office was the idea set. That's the only set I've ever pre-ordered was The Office.
The Office is so cool.
It's cool, but it's hard to display.
Yeah.
It's one flaw.
Yeah.
But I kind of want to buy another one just to see if I can complete like. Did you watch the show?
Yeah.
So I want to like try and get like the annex.
Where like Toby works and stuff.
Yeah, I'd like to, and then like finish out like accounting and all that.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Mm-hmm. See, so also going into 2024, do you have any goals for your collection you want to complete? Because you just completed all the Ewoks.
I do have all the Ewoks now. I almost have every Mandalorian, so I want to finish that out. I've got to get that. I still have to get that Ahsoka's T6 shuttle, but I got to get that Angry Django at some point. And it's gonna hurt me, but I've got to do it.
It's an easy goal if that's really all it is, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, I need a UCS Venator. Got to get him in there. Got to get the Rex figure. I got to get the set. It's got to happen.
You'd probably get a few in at some point, though, if you were able to save up enough store credit. That's a lot of store credit.
That's a lot of store credit. But I've got a lot of stuff I can trade in. So those are the main things. I want to complete the things I'm working on before I start getting involved in too many other new collections.
Like a new theme or like different Star Wars?
Both. I mean, I want to eventually start collecting that Power Miner stuff, like I say every week.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But I need space, and I need to finish off what I'm working on. I've got so many things going on that I just need to stick to one thing and work on it.
Yeah.
So, but I've made so much good progress on it this year. I'm really excited with the progress I've made. That it's really just finishing up that Mandalorian collection because I'm so close, and then just working on a few of those big token pieces like the Venator.
The Power Miners thing would be cool, especially if you got one of those store displays.
Yeah, I'm really trying to get a store display. I think it would look really, really cool.
Yeah.
Because it'd be something that like nobody ever has.
For me, I just need to get those 2 pirate ships I mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
I think that's really that, and then finish up the NBA figures, and probably by next year I'll have all the MCU figures, including the collector, hopefully.
Yeah, which is insane. You have such a good MCU fig collection.
There's too many. I really don't need them.
There are definitely too many.
It's a sickness. If you're just joining, I see Scott Robinson's here. We're building the I already forgot the name of the set. It's that
Rise of the Sphinx.
Rise of the Sphinx Pharaoh's Quest set. So let me go with another trivia question. So, what theme is this the spiritual successor to? It should be a pretty easy one. But this technically is like a spiritual successor to another theme, an older theme that we've mentioned already.
Yeah.
Max just got Adventures.
That's it. I didn't want to say it. I wanted to let someone get it. I knew that one though. We said it's 10 times, so I had that one.
Next is you got to get some Adventurers sets. I think you really like that desert theme. I do want. There's a Adventurers desert set with like a big pyramid, and it's got like a wall kind of, and then you can like the figures can go like under the wall, and there's kind of like a little sarcophagus area.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So Lego love building pyramids. They build so many of them now.
Yeah, and they got that micro scale one. We just got that
micro scale one. The one for this theme. The one for Adventurers.
And the Indiana Jones set.
Yeah.
It's not like a Egyptian theme, but it is, I guess, the one where he climbs the Anubis.
Yeah. Yeah.
The New Rick says, "Has anyone picked up any cool clearance at Walmart? He got the new Guardian ship for 52. I would get. Wow. I gotta go check Walmart.
What did I pay for it at Target on Black Friday? Was it 60?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it for 60 at Black Friday, and I was really excited about that. 52 is really good.
And then Lima Ricks asked, "What's the trivia prize?" It's a classic skeleton with the waving arms. I don't think I saw last night. I went to Target to get some rawhide sticks for my dogs. I saw they had a ton of the sales labels, but they were like cleared out except for Friends. Sorry, Lima Bricks. But it seemed like they had a ton of sales, but there's just not a lot of need right now.
Yeah. What about you guys in the chat? So we were talking about what we want to complete for our collections, and going into next year, what are you guys trying to finish off or start collecting? Maybe you have any new interests?
Nexus has got to put adventures on his
Yeah.
goals. Grumpy's is probably something to do with Castle because he's been working on his Castle.
Maybe he needs some more Nexo Night sets.
And next is, what was the next set line after Pharaoh's Quest that used the same pieces? Was it Aqua Raiders? Or, not Aqua Raiders, Atlantis?
I think it might have been Atlantis. Because Atlantis had these same red and blue colors.
Yeah. All that's during my Dark Age, unfortunately. So this is like my weak point in Lego's history.
And I don't know it that well because I was just a kid buying random stuff.
He says Monster Hunters.
Monster Hunters, yeah.
Yeah, they have some cool sets and figures. That Monster Hunters, like Castle or whatever it is, that one's pretty cool.
Alright, so I've been building legs. I've got 2 of them done. Unfortunately, it was a ×2 process, but they had us build it in 3 small chunks and then bend the last one up, and I had to do it twice. And I have a feeling it's the exact same build for the other side. So the rest of this build was kind of fun. We got a really cool, nice hinged jaw piece that goes up and down. Lots of fun teeth, red studs for eyes, lots of fun colored slopes, and nice pearl gold up top. But now, unfortunately, it's the end of the build seems really, really repetitive.
Yeah, I guess it's just the legs you got left, right?
Yeah.
Grumpy says he's fallen into a rabbit hole with Castle. Grumpy, what's your favorite Castle factions? I like the Dark Forestmen. A big lad said he's parting out the Scorpion's Palace in Orient Expedition right now. You know so that set has, the Scorpion's Palace set at all?
I do not.
It has like a white onion dome on top.
Okay.
Like, you probably recognize it if you see it just because it was like a big set back then.
Yeah.
But it has like a trap where, like, if you go for the treasure chest, this ball drops out, like one of the old, like, it almost looked like a Playmobil type ball.
Okay.
And there's only one listing in the U.S. on Bricklink, and it's $25.
Oh, wow.
For just this ball.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah. I just happened to look it up, which is why I know. But it is kind of crazy that it reminds me of like the sphere, like the Bionicle sphere in the Tower of Orthanc. That's like $60 if you're missing it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Grumpy ordered many burps and merps. Next is his Lego goal for next year is to complete the never-released Lego Pharaoh's Quest Nile River set. I'll have to look that up.
I did not hear about that.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Not known about that.
That'd definitely be a cool piece.
I think it's really cool when Lego makes... I mean, obviously it stinks for people who collect it, but I think looking back on it, it's cool when Lego ends up canceling a set and then there's like, some of it exists and some of it doesn't. You kind of got to do your own research to find out what happened with it. Like the Overwatch set. And that set like exists, but it doesn't actually exist. People have it.
Well, it's easier with stuff that's come out in the last several years, but like back then,
yeah,
like probably like 2012 and back when it wasn't documented as much, you have to like hunt for information. Scott Robinson wants to continue his Pirates of the Caribbean mock. Oh, that's cool. What is the mock, Scott? He's adding all the sets into a mock of what could be if there were one giant mock. Oh, okay. So Scott is making a Pirates of the Caribbean mock that has all the sets. It displays them as if they were one giant mock and how it would look. God, I cannot read. It displays them close to how they would look on their boxes. Okay, I got you. That's cool.
Cool.
Yeah, next there's pictures of that. Let's see. Grumpy has loads of Crusaders. He likes the Lion Knights, the red and white ones. But he's building a faction with Bear Knights in armor. Oh, like the CMF? I think the Bear Knight from the CMF used to be a Fright Knight. Next it says, Finder, I have some Adventures Orient Expedition sets, but that's it. Yeah, I like that line though. I'm trying to think, is that the one that has there's a cool classic dragon that's black, but it has like a gold chrome tail and like headpiece. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that.
That's cool. I have the Scorpion Palace, Dragon Fortress, and the Himalayan Altar, so Nexus has that dragon. Scott, he got all the sets for his mock. He just needs to build up on a bulky from Mills and Mountains. That's going to be a lot of pieces.
Yeah.
Grumpy's going to be ordering the Forestman LED desk light from Monarch Bricks. I love Monarch Bricks.
Ooh.
I was wearing their shirt last stream, I think.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool shirt.
And he makes all the different Castle Faction shields.
Oh, that's so
I'm very tempted to put them on my wall, but that would just take away from display room. We have a Wolfpack shield somewhere for sale. I think Atlanta has.
Atlanta has, I think, a couple of them.
Let's see. We got about 10 minutes left, so I guess let's go ahead and ask the, because this one might be a hard question. So this is for the skeleton.
All right, this is the giveaway, guys, so make sure you're ready.
I would imagine Nexus is going to win this, but what are the 6 treasures of Pharaoh Amset Ra?
Yeah, when you asked me this, I didn't even know what you were talking about.
He's probably already finished typing the 5th one right now.
He's prepared. Can you imagine the upset if he didn't win?
That would be insane.
We should take like some betting odds on this. The over-unders.
Waiting for it to come in right now. I think the only person that would stand a chance is Morgan with his AI capacity, but he's out right now.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. Diamond, gold, or crystal, scarab shield. I think that's 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. No golden staff, scepter. Grumpy listed out 4. Now Grumpy has 5 out, but I think Nexus has all 6 because it's 6 treasures, sword, Nemes, which is like the headpiece, crystal, scarab shield, diamond, and staff. And looks like Nexus has all those. So Nexus got the skeleton, which I think is his 3rd win with us, I think.
I think so, yeah, because he was complaining about how I was shipping him his free stuff.
Well, Nexus, you're going to get yourself a classic skeleton.
It's a really cool one, too.
Oh, yeah, it's so much better than the new ones.
Yeah, I don't like the new weird arms.
I always like hanging him from stuff, you know, like just dangling around.
Yeah. And they're just, you get bored and you just swing the fig around.
And also just like if he's dead and laying around, you got his little arms spread out like that.
Yeah.
You can like impale him with a sword.
Yeah. He'll make a great addition to Nexus's collection.
Yeah, these are cool. Well, congrats, Nexus. I would just as I expected.
You said Grumpy was close, though. That's impressive.
Grumpy was off, but he needed 2 more pieces.
Almost, Grumpy. Almost. Maybe next time. Maybe with a theme that Nexus doesn't know every single set. Because he said he has every set built and sealed, right?
I believe so, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's unique, too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Nexus says, fun fact, the Nemes, I'm guessing is how you say it, the headpiece, is only used for the kings of Egypt. That's just a headdress in my eyes. Well, I guess that was like their crown.
Alright, I'm almost done with this build here. Just finishing up this leg. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, I mean, this build was a lot of fun. It has a really great play feature. I really like the colors in the headpiece and the features with all the fangs as teeth. But then these ending parts get very repetitive very quickly.
Can his mouth fit a figure?
I would imagine it could. Yeah, give it a go.
There, now the set looks better. Oh,
you're killing the already dead man.
Cool theme. They just don't do original IPs anymore like
really
this.
Don't.
They really just do Ninjago.
Yep.
I feel like that's it.
Yeah, because this was all like pre-Friends.
Yeah.
And so Friends took up so much of that budget and space, even like shelf space at the stores.
Friends has been out so long now.
Yeah.
Nexus has asked the real question. You know what power each object has? So I don't. I would assume the sword is probably something with offensive abilities, and the shield is defense.
Yeah.
That's about as far as I can guess. I imagine you know all of them.
I forgot he was in there.
Do we have any store news? Opening or anything?
Oh yeah, so we do actually have some store news. So, as you guys know, we've just waiting on construction. They were doing some of our HVAC stuff yesterday, making a lot of good progress on the storefront. I think they were doing some electrical inspections today. Hopefully those all went well. I haven't checked in yet. But I think we're really close to hanging up drywall on the storefront. And as soon as that drywall goes in, we can start, and our carpet goes down, we can start building our cases, training employees, getting the store set up and ready for you guys. So we are hoping soon, and we are actually making some good progress. So maybe we'll do like a short posted on Instagram, Facebook, maybe YouTube as well, just to keep you guys updated on some of our new construction stuff. But we will let you guys know as soon as we have more information on the storefront opening, but we really are getting close. So we are really excited, and we thank you guys for being patient with us as we work through it.
gonna be weird when it's actually open.
Yeah.
We have like a actual studio we can do these in.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. Alright, so that's concluding the build for us. Remember, if you were to build this set on your own, or if you were to buy one from us, you would also have the little sidecar with it as well. So this is Nexus's little minifigure giveaway as well. But this set is so cool. I love this play feature at the back, this long Technic rod with a knob on it. You go ahead and give it a good push, and it blows out that front door where they put dynamite on, and you can go ahead and pull your treasure right out, your golden sword, golden scorpions. So that's a really cool play feature. If I had this on my desk, I'd just be going like this all day long. So I really enjoy that. And then this just sets on some jumper plates, so it's really easy to go in and out. It's kind of a cool look. And then it's also cool how this just rises on and off, so you can have like a standalone space.
I saw someone say like if they took the sword or whatever, that like rises up and like chases you.
Oh,
that's why they have the car is like a get it like to run away.
That's really cool because when he's sitting like this, he looks all he's a statue, but he's got so many joints on in here that I think you could.
It's definitely made to move.
Yeah, you can bend him out and make him stand up like he's really chasing after you as well. So there's a lot of posability here. You can have a lot of fun playing with this one.
Pretty dang cool.
Yeah, this is a cool set. So. It's got some cool sticker parts on it too, on the pillars here and on the sides of his legs, and they've all got unique hieroglyphics and unique stickers. So it's a fun one, and we had a lot of fun building it. So Nexus, don't forget to send me an email, and I will get that giveaway out to you guys. And remember, there's no show next week. So the 26th, we're going to hopefully have another video out for you guys to enjoy. But we will definitely see you guys again on the 2nd with a special guest. So that'll be a fun show, and we will see you then.
Thanks for joining. Happy holidays. And Scott, I think we'll eventually have a pirate set for my collection to build in here. Because he said he knew Pirates of the Caribbean trivia.
Oh, that's exciting.
All right, thanks guys. Happy holidays. Am I off?